I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price.
Hustle Island, real hustlers, real stories. Welcome to another installment of the Hustle Island podcast, episode number 5. The seasons are changing outside, but this hustler joins us today with his blueprint for all entrepreneurs, and he's doing it with style. I want to give a warm welcome to the program, Boss Season's own, George Gumbo White. George, welcome to the program.
How you doing? How you doing, Michael?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just getting ready for boss season.
Boss season, man. I love it, man. I love the name. I want to hear all about it, man. Tell us your story quickly.
Oh, okay. Boss season came up, just come from me as I came from a low background from nothing, and I know what seasons like to feel like through hard times. So boss season come from being the boss from the inside out, making things happen in your life for your dreams, and no matter what it takes, you got to make it happen.
All right, man. So tell us, what are some of your dreams?
Man, my dreams really is to impact the world around me, from young people that's in the streets to people that's homeless to people that have dreams, never feel like they could accomplish dreams. And I wouldn't be the one to help them get there.
That's awesome, man. Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia.
All right, man. That's awesome. Chesapeake. I love Chesapeake. I know we spoke earlier, and I told you that we love the Chesapeake Bay Bridge there.
Yeah.
I've been on that once, man. We had to take a detour. We were traveling from North Carolina back to Connecticut, and we took an alternate route just so we can check out the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Wow.
So that's awesome, man. So your inspiration for this brand, what is it? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish with Boss Season?
What I'm trying to accomplish is those that have dreams and passions that they could get started. And so the first season is startup season. Startup, no matter what you don't have nothing, start off with your dreams. Start off with the right connection. Then after start up, then you grind it out, stay consistent, day in and day out. Don't stop. And after you get there, impact. That's the third season. Impact those that are around you. Help the next person get to their place.
So kind of like a pay it forward type of deal.
Yes.
That's awesome. That startup is like the hardest thing for entrepreneurs and anyone out there in the business world. What were some of the things that you struggled with when you wanted to start up Boss Season?
Really, it was that where to start from. Not feeling like I was confident enough, not feeling like who will support me, who gonna follow me. It's just self-doubt. But I had to tell myself, if nobody else ain't gonna do it, if nobody else wanna do it, why not I do it? Take the chance, step out. So I just feel like the hardest challenge would be that don't listen to no's, don't listen to opinions of others. Just go by your feeling and your heart and just do it. You know what I'm saying? If you fail, get back up and try again.
Now, what are some of the who are and maybe what are some of the things that influence you on a daily basis to get up and just to stay on the grind?
Really is my family. My family, my loved ones. That's really I want to see them in a better place. Like I said, I told you before, we came from a hard place in life, struggling, from a poor background, and I got tired of living that life. I feel like I don't have to live this life. If I choose, it's my choices to live this way if I want to. And we got so many things out here now. Why not? Why not take advantage of it and use it to help for your advantage to help somebody else? And that's just even down to Hustle Island. When I met Greg, when I came into Greg, it was like, man, this dude really a hustler. He inspired me. He empowered me every time I saw him post something, talk about something in the Hustle Island. And he's real true. I've been in so many different groups, entrepreneurs and stuff, but ain't nobody like Greg. He's real authentic. He's straightforward. He's real. He don't sugarcoat. He don't hide nothing.
How'd you find Hustle Island?
Man, really been on Instagram. One day I was just scrolling through and I saw the Hustle Island shirt. And when I saw Hustle, because I already got the hustle, entrepreneur spirit, it made me stop in my tracks. I was like, okay, let me scroll back up, let me see what it's about. So I hit learn more, and it just led me, through the shirt. I got a free shirt, and it just talked about, I saw the profile of all the hustlers. It was so many hustlers. I was like, man, I like this. Let me see what they're doing in the movement. And I went through from there, got into the group, connected with the family, and I'm here.
That's awesome, man. I know you're active in the group. You post stuff all the time, and I know the big launch is on Saturday. Let's break it down for a little bit. So you have the startup season, the grind season, and the impact season. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm coming to your website. I want to check things out. Walk me through this whole process. Walk me through your blueprint and your vision.
Okay, so when you come into the store, I got motivation video. First thing, to be inspired. Every time, I don't want you just coming to the store to purchase anything. I want you to be motivated. I want you to get inspired to, before you even get a shirt, get your dreaming side of you and be inspired, be motivated. Then after you go down, I got a book that you can have, that Think and Grow Rich. It's a free copy. Get your book. You got a link, get your book, but you can be inspired even more before you even get to the apparel. It's not about you getting the apparel. I just want you to start your company, start your business, start your dream, get healthy. Whatever you have to do, start it up.
So I come to the website, and you're giving away a book, the Think and Grow Rich?
Yes.
Really? That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
So Napoleon Hill.
Go to the link, and it'll lead you right to the book. You just get your copy.
What's the link? Throw it out there to everyone.
Right now, the link could be, so you go into the store, it can have a book cover. It's going to say Think and Grow Rich. You could get it now. Just hit the link. It'll lead you right into the store, right into Amazon, and you get it.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to jumping into the website and clicking on that link, getting the book. Tell me about the gear, though. Those designs are fresh to death. How did you come up with those? The concept there, those images. Did you make those yourself, or what was the process?
Everything I did it myself. It just by really everything that the image you see is inside of me. It's like, okay, the entrepreneur. I just have dreams and vision. Wherever I see, I put it plain. I just put it on the shirt. I feel like everybody could relate to something.
How'd you learn how to come up with those designs?
Just really research, knowledge, reading books, applying it on different formats, software, just really taking time to master it.
What software programs did you use, or do you use?
Like Photoshop, Illustrator, and different like video apps and stuff, and collage everything together, merge everything.
Now, have you done any work for any other companies, vendors out there, or have you just been doing stuff on your own? And have you been selling any other products?
Yes, really. I've been doing other things. Also, I have a book I'm about to launch. I wrote a long time ago called From the Hood to the Lord's House. Okay. I'm gonna launch that soon. That's my life story from the beginning, from when I was 16 years old all up to now.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this book and your upbringing. What can you tell us about it?
Man, my upbringing was, I came from a fatherless home. I had a hard way to go. I didn't finish school, got kicked out of school because of gang affiliated, and it was a long, hard path. I had my mother them there. They told me the right way, but a mother can't be a father. So I didn't take it as I was supposed to take it, to take the right path in life. So that led me into selling drugs, to again rob with a gun to my head, almost losing my life. And that's what made me change and say, okay, time to get straight. Find something, find your purpose in life. And I got on the right path and found my purpose.
What is your purpose?
My purpose right now on this world is to really, how can I say it? My purpose is to fulfill God's glory, to help other people.
So you're close to your faith?
Yes, very close to my faith. Without my faith, it won't be none of this. Like, really, my faith give me the entrepreneur spirit. That's what pushes me. That's what made me believe I could do anything I put my mind to.
Have you always been connected to God, or I'm going to touch back on some of the things that you said, and we're going to backtrack a little bit, but have you always been connected to your faith in God?
Yes, my mother used to take me to church while I was younger. Back then, I used to hear of God all the time. I didn't take it serious, or nothing. I would go to church, come home, do the same old stuff. Like, okay, God love me, he ain't gonna hurt me, he ain't doing that. And still to this day, I know that God, he just love and faith and grace. Like, he makes a way for it. He loves us so much. So I always been connected, but I didn't take it serious until I had a gun to my head. And that's sad, but, that's what happened. I was like, okay, he saved me from this, so there got to be a God. Let me find out. Let me get a close relationship. And I went there.
I mean, that's deep stuff. You had a gun to your head. I mean, I don't really want to go back to that day in your life, but what led to having a gun to your head? I mean, don't get into specifics to like maybe incriminate yourself or anything like that. But
yeah, but really, it was just what having a gun to my head was that my own family set me up. It was a time like me just traveling to this place to buy some stuff for the sale, some marijuana and stuff, and it went wrong. My cousin set me up. The people that he told was supposed to be his friends, but at the end of the day, I guess they didn't have no money, and we had all this money on us. So we rolled up to this projects in Virginia, got out the car. Next thing, they were like, come around the back. We were like, nah, we're not coming around the back, because we're trying to use them. Like, why would we come around the back? We got all this money. We don't know what's up. They came to the truck. By the time we got a truck, we were walking up. The guy grabbed me by the neck. He yoked me by the neck like, yo, this is for real. I started laughing like, come on, man, stop playing. He was like, no, this is for real. By the time I looked back, I saw the barrel of the gun, the Uzi. He was like, this is for real. Get on the ground right now. We'll let shots off right now. Clear broad daylight. Around about 12 o'clock in the evening. Me and two other boys, all the way from North Carolina. I'm talking about we had our face in the ground. It was two of them, had guns and everything. To back our head, took all our money and everything. And next thing I knew, we just hear the car spraying off. You hear the wheels spinning from the car. And, they told us don't look up until they hear the car leave. So we got up after that. That's all we know. Police came from everywhere. Next 30 minutes.
What when you go through something like that, what are some of the thoughts that are going through your head?
All I could say, like, Lord, don't let me die like this. That's all I kept saying. I kept repeating to myself, Lord, don't let me die like this. Don't let me die like this. If you don't let me die like this, I'll serve you the rest of my life. And I made it through him here today, and I'm serving him.
So after that experience, did you get on the straight and narrow there?
No, not at the second. About a week later, I was still on the block. Because, after that, in the moment, you're afraid, you're scared, but then you come back to your sense of like, they should have killed me, I'm going to retaliate. But after that, God had a different plan. So I'm on the block, and this young pastor, we're doing street ministry that day. I'm standing out there, me and some homeboys, and he just came up and told me, like, hey, you ever heard of the Humble Gangster? I was like, no, who's Humble Gangster? He was like, it caught my attention because it was a gangster. I'm in that street life and everything. He like, somebody that loves you, that will ride for you, that died for you. And he was like, your boys ain't going to die for you. Your boys they might ride for you, but they ain't going to die for you. Somebody already died for you, so you might well get with him and ride with him. And I went to church that Sunday, give my life to Christ, and that was it. That was September 2007, September 28th.
Wow, man, good for you. Good for you. You were able to escape that life. How'd you get into that? I mean, your family and a gang. I mean, that's for real. That's real. Like.
I got into that by, like I said, not having a father figure, but going to my father's house on the summertime breaks, and I used to see guys standing on the corner, just out there standing, smoking. So, what you see as a young child, you start taking heed of it. And I kept seeing the guys just getting money and stuff. And one day, I just saw this dude, he walking by. I saw him get money. And I was like, what you doing? He was like, you don't need to know about this. But then it was just weed. And he showed me the bag. I got that, smoked, then started learning about it on my own. Then by the time 3-4 years later, I've been learning about the other stuff. And it just drew me into the game and started making money. And once I made it for $1, it was like, oh man, this it right here. And it led me all the way up to getting on probation, being locked up for 5 months. It just led me down that road.
I mean, that's real. I mean, our tagline here is real hustlers, real stories. That's real. You know, being in a gang, being in jail for 5 months, that's real. I mean, that's got to – did that wake you up after that, being in jail for 5 months?
Yeah, it did. You know, then got out on house arrest for 3 months and probation for 4 years. And, you know, it really gave me time to sit down, you know, to really think, to change my life and what can I do different? What do I need to do different? From this day forward, what can I do? And like you said, I had my faith there. I prayed every day. And things started to change, little bit by little bit, you know. I started smoking. I had quit drinking a little bit. And everything started landing. This is when I started get back into cutting hair. So
okay.
I started cutting hair in the country, you know, cutting everybody. I mean, I started cutting my brother hair first. Then when I picked up clipping, and I loved it. And when I cut him, I had him fresh, man. I was like, okay, let me try this more and more. And every time I did it, I got better and better at my craft. Then all of a sudden, one day, I saved my money and bought a barn, invested in a barn. Then my first entrepreneur spirit started right then and there. Purchased a barn, bought me some mirrors, 2 chairs, and extension cord, you know, connected from my grandma's house, and everything. I still remember clear as day. And I had made me some card, business card, and told everybody to come to this shop, come to the barn whenever you feel like, give me a call. And after that, I was just grinding. Then one day, a lady came up to see my brother. I'm just about to cut hair, paying no attention. I'm just grinding. And she said, son, you nice what you're doing. Why haven't you went to barber school? I was like, man, I didn't have no money. She said, if I would help you go to school, will you go? I said, sure, yes, I would go. So she did that for me. She just paid for me to get in school. I did the other rest. And I executed that in 1 year. I went to school every day from 8 to 4 o'clock, Institute Academy in Greenville, North Carolina. And Mr. Bullock, you know, he was there for me and helped me. And that led me to where I'm at today in one of the top shops in North Carolina. I'm a professional barber right now today. So, and all of that. And that give me freedom to be an entrepreneur. That's already entrepreneur by itself, but it give me free time to create and build other things.
So you always had that entrepreneur spirit inside of you. Where did you learn how to cut hair?
Really, I used to draw a lot while I was younger. I used to draw, I used to sketch, I used to draw low riders and all cars. I just love drawing cars. And eventually I picked up clippers one day because I used to do straight lines. I was so good at straight lines that once I cut my brother's hair, the line was so straight. Then my cousin them saw, they're like, yo, cut my hair. It was a domino effect. Then I started cutting everybody, and it went from there.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That is a craft that it's not easy. I mean, people are relying on you you show up at a barbershop and you're like, oh, let me get a haircut today. And what are some of the popular haircuts out there? I mean, there's just so many different ones.
Yeah, there's so many. You got the fade, you got the burst fade.
Is the fade still in though? Is that still in though? I see a lot of kids nowadays with all these funky haircuts. And like, is that still in the fade? The simple fade? Like, clean me up.
And the most popular thing right now is called the South France, where people get the sponge squishes like knotted on top. They're called the South France. And that's the most popular thing. And down to the Caucasian, it's called a pompadour or a comb over. So they're the top popular haircuts right now.
Really? So you cut all types. You cut all types of hair.
I do it all. I cut it all.
That's awesome. So this woman who was in your life, do you ever like really like look back and think like why she came up to you and said, why are you not at barber school? Like, do you ever think like why the universe or why God put her in your life?
I think about it all to this day. And sometimes I call her and just check on her and thank her. you know, because like I'm in this little town, little country, out of nowhere. You got to drive all down the road just to find where we were living at. There ain't nobody but God could have brought her my way to see that me in the country cutting hair. Can't nobody find me, have no money to get nowhere. But she saw me and saw something in me. And I guess she took a chance on me. And I didn't take that chance for granted. I ran with it, and I took it seriously.
That's awesome, especially from like where you came from and your past history, which, I mean, your family being in a gang and spending 5 months in a prison. I mean, to now shifting your gears, you the barn and you're cutting hair, and now you're working at one of the top barbershops in the North Carolina area. I mean, this is quite the story. And now you're here. It's boss season,
Yes.
and you're about to launch on Saturday. So what advice would you give to entrepreneurs out there who are trying to do this thing that you're doing?
Man, I would say really get with the right connections. Do not doubt yourself. Grind every day, no matter what. When you feel tired, still work. Do something. Every day is a progress. No matter, some days going to be rough, some days you ain't going to feel like it, some days you're going to be tired. But you know what I'm saying? You got to build yourself up to a place in your mind, like Greg said, on one step closer. You know what I'm saying? You one move closer. You know what I'm saying? If you execute every day, if you grind every day, if you impact somebody every day, you will get there. Just believe and trust. Don't quit. I can't say it enough. Don't quit. I refuse to live in poverty, and that's a mindset you got to come up to a place like, what's your why? Why you want to be successful? Why you want to be an entrepreneur? It just don't that you want to get up and be an entrepreneur. It got to be in you. The hustle got to be in you. You can't just jump out like, okay, I'm going to do this tomorrow. You got to have a why.
Well, what's your why?
That's what drives.
What's your why?
Help others change their lives.
Changing lives?
Yeah, I want to help others. I want to help that one that's on the corner. I want to help that homeless young fella, that homeless woman. I want to help them. I want to be able to, okay, what's your dream and vision? If I got $1 million, I'm going to help them with self-development. I'm going to help them, okay, get them together. Now, let's get your place together. Let's get your business. I'm going to help you, walk you through this process. Only thing you do, put in the work. I'm going to help you. Just do it.
If you were to write a letter to your younger self, what would be the gist of it?
Start now.
Why start now?
It would be start now, because I used to have excuses. I can't do this but no, start now. I used to doubt myself because everybody around me, they didn't do nothing. I'm the first one in my family to launch my own business, to be self-employed. I'm my own person, and I did it myself. Ain't nobody around my family. They tell me every day, like, George, you did this. You here. It made me feel good, but if people really know the struggle, how I felt, how I always wanted things, couldn't get stuff, and, it made me go hard for life. And my grandmother, rest in peace, my grandmother, that's my baby. She the one that really got me here. She prayed for me. She stuck with me. When I went in jail, she came and saw me every Saturday. She was there and said, George, do better. You could do better. And I said, okay, Grandma, I'm going to get right. The next week, I mess up again. She'll come see me again. George, I'm praying for you. Get right. Eventually, I got right before she even passed. Over 3 years, 4 years, she saw me change my life. She had helped me. She paid for my books in barber school. And she, to this day, man, I know she's smiling on me now. Like, I do it for her too. I do it for my grandmother. I know she watching me.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Say if you were someone said, hey, we're going to give you a billboard, what would be your message on that billboard?
It would be just 3 big words: make it happen.
Make it happen, huh?
Make it happen.
And that's what that's what boss season is, making it happen, doing it.
Make it happen. Just do it. Make it happen. Don't try. Don't try.
Startup, grind, impact. It's all about doing. It's all about getting into that groove and just moving the needle. Progression. That's the name of the game, right?
That's it. That's it.
I mean, it's not easy being an entrepreneur. I mean, especially finding that balance. I mean, you're a barber by day, but now you're shifting gears into this entrepreneurship. Do you have any fears?
Really, lately I overcame my fears. My biggest fear is to be opinions of other people, what they think, and I'm to a place now it doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day, people could be for you or they're against you, but you got to live with yourself. Because when you lay down at night, do you make this move because of you, or do you make it for yourself to be happy? Do you make this move for the next man, or do you make it for your wife or your children? You know, you can't just have the opinions of others. And I learned that it should be my biggest fear. What they think about me. Why he doing this? He ain't nobody. But, you know, I pushed out the window about a year ago now, man, you know.
So I see you got that hustle shirt behind you right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hustler tag right there. That's the universal sign. So when you see another hustler out there, I got my patience shirt on right now. When you see another hustler out there, that's that sign that they're a part of the community, that they're in the Hustle Island group. And when you see that word hustle, tell me what that means to you.
When I see hustle, that means go all in, no matter what. Get it how you live. Go hard. Every time I see hustle. That's all I see. It's like there's no stopping to it. There's no stopping when I see hustle. You know, and that made me think of Greg, man. Like, really, I'm so thankful for Greg, man. He's different, man. I love it.
What makes him different?
Huh?
What makes him different?
He's really down to helping people, and that's where my heart at. He's really down to help that hustler get going. Everybody in the group, he give value. He bring value every day, you know. And the whole family, everybody click together, and I love that. You know, he bring everybody. He bringing one body together, a hustler family. You know, and I love that.
What are some of the things that he has helped you with your company and your line that you might have been struggling with?
Everything, to be honest, every single thing. Cause he always, you know, different thing. Cause his opinion mean a lot to me. That's why I post in the group really and stuff, see what Greg gonna say, what the family gonna say. But his words mean everything. Cause he been there, he done this, you know, and I know he can tell the truth. And like really, he's just straightforward. You know, there's nothing that I could really say that he's authentic.
He's a straight shooter. He really is. He tells it how it is. I've known Greg for a long time now, and he he's got a gift. You know, he's when it comes to all this internet stuff, he's a genius. He knows it, and he's gonna tell it how it is. He's gonna tell you his opinion, and he's not gonna bullshit you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He's keeping it. He keeps it real, and that's one of the biggest things about entrepreneurs: being honest and keeping it real. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there on the internet where in other groups where people are bullshitting. You know, they're not out there for the people, man. They're not out there, and that's what he is. He's out there to spread his knowledge, and he's doing all this with love, man. It comes from a good place. He wants to see other people succeed, and I know that for a fact. That's it. And I love it. And one of the things, like, I always used to hear about, you know, like I said, I was spiritual and faithful, all that stuff. And I learned that you got to know how to set your spiritual side and your business. You got to split them down the middle. You can't mix them together. Yes, you do it on your personal life, but
And that's why I love about Greg. He got both of them, but he keep it straight business. He can say it like it is, and that's what it's about, you know, and I like that. And I always been looking for that in the group. I found other groups, like you said, they all about everything else. They give you a little bit of value, but they don't give you the true value that you need to help you to get started and hustle like you're supposed to hustle.
Well, what's the value we could find in Boss Season? Tell everyone out there, when we go to your website, when you launch on Saturday, what's the value you're bringing to everyone?
The value that I'm bringing to you, that you will be motivated, you will be inspired to start your business, to start up season. You will be inspired to grind, get your grind on, and you will be inspired to be impact another one, impact the next one, your next friend, your next brother, your next sister. Just boss up. It's boss season.
It's Boss Season, baby. It's Boss Season. Tell everyone where they can find information about Boss Season.
You can find Boss Season on IG at Boss Season, straight up Boss Season, and you can find on Facebook, Boss Season. Also, we dropping it wasn't to be a secret though, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell them the podcast. We got the app. We got the app too. Boss Season got an app coming too.
Let's go.
As well. You can download the app for free.
Let's go. We got an app, IG, Facebook, Boss Season. Let's go. Tell us about this app quickly.
Man, the app is with Boss Season. You'll be able to go out there and see everything that's updated. Every week, I'm going to be dropping a motivation video just personal for who got my downloads on the app. Straightforward from George, CEO of Boss Season. You can get the first update, everything that's new. You get free sample products. You get a free sample of logos. You got a business, you need to start up a business. I'm willing to do your first logo and your animation video for your business.
Tell us about those animation videos.
Yeah, even that come for Greg too. But man, Greg, I've been posting little videos and stuff, and Greg, you need to hop on there. You could bring something out of this. And we went to Zoom one night. They were just talking how to get leads and everything. And Greg was like, George, you got to do something about it. So soon I got out, I stayed up all night thinking about a name. And what hit me was Game Changer. So that's another business on the side that will be coming later on. I always started, but it's called Game Changer, changing the game. If you want to change your business, take your business to the next level, let me do you a logo, a video animation, and draw attention to your business. You got to start off with an impact. So Game Changer, that's another one that I do logos and animation videos and mock-ups.
I love it. I love it. George Gumbo White joining the program today, Hustle Island Podcast, Real Hustlers, Real Stories. George, thanks for joining us today. I'm really looking forward to seeing the launch. Game Changer, you are changing things, man. You are doing it, man. You got an impactful story. I'm glad you shared that story with us today. I am looking forward to following up with you, and I got to jump on there myself. I got to get myself a Boss Season shirt. I got to start jumping on this movement, making an impact. I got to grind. I'm going to do everything that you're doing, and I'm following you, man, because what you're doing is great stuff, man. And your story is real as it gets, and where you have come from and where you're at now, I applaud that, man.
Appreciate that, Michael, man. Thank you, man.
No problem, man. Any closing words for all the hustlers out there?
Keep hustling and make it happen.
That's it, hustlers. Hustle Island, check us out today, hustleisland.com. Real hustlers, real stories. George, thanks for joining us, man. Hustlers, we'll see you next time. Thanks. See ya.